Alright, for the sake of redundancy, I'm going to keep this relatively simple and avoid going over the specific how regarding regarding the utilization of attack cancel. Instead, just watch the video Rush Hour Smash made in the description. But if you already know why that works and you want to understand why you even do it in the first place, you're in the right place. So, without further ado, let's get into some examples. So, in general, the value of attack canceling, say, back air or any other aerial versus doing it, say, instant reverse aerial rush, or through other means is quite simple. It's that you get to buffer it instead of doing it, say, in a part of a movement. When you do like attack cancel aerials like that, the reason it's so useful is because there are various combos that are near, if not literally frame perfect in application, but because you can attack cancel back air or whatever, and you know it's a buffered action, you'll be able to do it consistently even though it is frame perfect or very close to it. Good examples at like higher percents would be things like this into regrab into things like that. That's literally a true combo into regrab. You can do things like that with that. And then of course at like higher percents you can do things with Falcon by the ledge that go a little something like this that are really good. And like the reason that particular setup is really good is because it covers them pressing a button. Even though the second back air doesn't hit them, that's because they're not doing something. When they do something, their hurt box extends, and to where you can either one, fast fall immediately after the first back air to where you'll hit them, or if you predict they're going to press a button and or jump, you'll be able to just do it there, catch them, and it will true combo into another back air, and then they're too far off stage to recover in 99% of situations. Or another simple example of something neat you can do with, say, attack cancel or reverse up air would be like this. It's immeasurably useful, literally just because of what it offers in the context of that. The fact that you can do an immediate aerial and it's buffered lets you cheat so many systems that you wouldn't be able to with, say, instant reverse aerial rush aerials instead. And there are a lot of applications of it and things you can do with specific characters, such as that, this, and that. Obviously I messed up the turnaround grab, but the fact that you'll be able to do things like that will give you so many follow-ups with so many characters in so many situations that are completely independent of that. While you might think, okay, so it's a good combo tool, how can I use this more in neutral? Well, that's going to be something I can show you right now as well. So the main ways in which you can use attack cancel back air in neutral versus other things would go something like this. Attack cancel back air is going to be something that you use when you're still in these stutters. So when you're foxtrotting around like this back and forth, or dash dancing or whatever, because you've yet to commit to a run and you're just in the foxtrot step instead, you can actually attack cancel at any part during any of this to get those instant turnaround aerials or whatever. So like, I'm running around like this, but I can do attack cancel back airs or attack cancel up airs completely out of it with no trouble whatsoever. But when you're committed to a dash, you won't really be able to do it, which is why instead you'll just do like instant reverse aerial rush aerials or things like that. Like in what I'm doing right there. Make sure that you learn to attack cancel during foxtrots and to do reverse aerial rushes otherwise if you want to get the benefits of attack cancel. Get that through, practice it, and make it a part of your natural movement, because there are a lot of characters that can do interesting things with it as well, such as things like instant turnaround, drift back, things like that with the knee. Or characters with really far-reaching neutral airs like Cloud can do things like instant turnaround, cross up nair, instant turnaround, drift back nair, and all sorts of things like that as well. It literally gives you movement options that you don't have otherwise. And obviously it's going to vary wildly based on whatever character you play, but I would just recommend experimenting as much as you can and really learning that. Obviously I've already linked the video on how to do it, so this is more just talking about why it's important, all the things you can get specifically as a consequence of utilizing it in your gameplay, and otherwise just how you can think about it in the context of your movement combined with reverse aerial rush aerials. You want to make sure that you make that distinction and make it as clearly as you can so that there's no confusion on when you use attack canceling anything and there's no confusion on when you use reverse aerial rush instead. Either way, hope you found that useful. You can like the video and subscribe if you found it useful. Feel free to drop a follow on my Twitch and or twitter.com, both /Fatality Falcon. And if you're feeling really generous, maybe drop a Twitch Prime on twitch.tv/Fatality Falcon. Either way, hope you all have a good night, and until next time, okay?